Born on June 8, 1905, in the Hell's Kitchen section of New York, James Walter Braddock has emerged as one of the most inspirational fighters in pugilistic history. One of 7 children being raised by Irish immigrant parents, Braddock's early dream was to play football at Notre Dame for Knute Rockne. However, by his own description, he had more brawn than brains. Like many immigrants living in New York in the early 20th century, Braddock found his way to a boxing gym and turned pro at 21 years old. He became known for possessing a granite chin, a devastating right hand, and an elusive counterpunching style. In 1929, Braddock lost a close 15-round decision to then light heavyweight champion Tommy Loughran. Depressed by the loss, Braddock also had to deal with a right hand that was fractured in the failed title bid. Braddock's injured hand limited his punching power, and a string of losses caused him to take a job as a longshoreman. As a former title contender who was forced to work on the docks, we have one of the great lessons from Braddock the man. There is nothing he wouldn't do to support his family. While working as a longshoreman, we learn an important lesson from Braddock, the physical culturalist: turn a weakness into strength. Specifically, he was forced to rest his injured right hand and work with his left. This strengthened his left hand, which gave him a powerful left jab. From Braddock the fighter, we learn the importance of always being ready, or staying, #gas station ready. When his manager Joe Gold found Braddock and offered him a fight with only 2 days to prepare, Braddock was ready to go because of the 10 to 12 miles he was walking daily and the long hours he spent doing manual labor. From Braddock the achiever, we learn the importance of making the most of an opportunity. When, in 1935, Braddock was given a shot at the heavyweight title, he put together a ball-buster of a workout plan. Running 8 to 10 miles every morning, then onto shadowboxing, jumping rope, sparring, and later, more shadowboxing. But it was the sparring in particular that the old-time sports writers remember vividly. His training camp was known as Homicide Hall because his sparring partners were some of the best ever assembled. And the journalists who covered the camp remember a fresh sparring partner climbing to the ring against Braddock every round. Then the punches would fly. Finesse and polite behavior went out the window. One writer said it could not be called sparring because it was fighting, pure and simple. This approach worked for Braddock. Although the 10-1 underdog, Braddock won the heavyweight title on June 13, 1935. We also learned from Braddock the importance of giving back. Once he recovered from his financial hardships, it is said that he returned the welfare money he had received and would often make donations to Catholic worker houses and regularly feed the homeless. Later, when World War II broke out, Braddock enlisted in the Army, served as a lieutenant, and used his skills as a fighter to train soldiers in hand-to-hand combat. After the war, Braddock helped to construct the Verrazano Bridge. For more of these old stories, this history of physical culture, click subscribe.